Okay, I'm going to bind, frenzy, forbidden contract, AB link skill, let's go. Okay, where's my AB link skill ah? I wanna bend too long, forget how to play. Oh! Not okay. Hi everyone, Dry here. As you can see from the intro, this is going to be one hell of a sloppy run. Now just to give some context, I actually have been preparing for quite a while after the Lotus video to solo Damien. I prepared a list of feasible chip buffs as well as a list of things I needed to prepare and do before I tried this Damien solo. However, the legendary 5000 day 5000 bans event happened, and after I got unbanned, I decided to come and do a celebratory run with about 70% of the buffs, and surprisingly I managed to down it, but it was a very sloppy run, so I decided to upload it anyway since it's more meaningful to watch me die and learn from my mistakes, I guess. The most important thing to note in Damien is the number on top of the head as well as the time to next seal. Notice that once it reaches 0 seconds, the number on top of my head increases by 1. Previously was 1 out of 7, now it's 2. Now when the number reaches 7 out of 7, you will die. Furthermore, an extra homing sword will spawn every time someone dies from the full 7 out of 7 stacks. Now, it takes just one fucked up to fuck the whole run up, because to clear the stacks, you need to go to the shrine, you need to press and hold your NPC event key, the default I think is N, and you cannot take damage. Now imagine one fucktard don't want to clear his stacks. Now there are 2 swords flying around. It gets even harder for his own party members to stand at the shrine and clear their stacks without taking damage. Then now more and more people die, more and more swords spawn, you die, I die, everybody died. And everyone is screaming, bug, what the fuck, bug, so many swords, bug. It's not a bug, it is meant to be that way. Now if you go into Damien, the first thing you see is 5 swords, okay fine, it's a bug. But every time someone dies from a 7 out of 7 stack, an extra sword is added. I think a lot of people do not know this. Lastly, as you can see, in the purple color box, the time to next seal, that notification box, there are 7 grayed out crystals. Every time someone dies from the 7 out of 7 stack, the full stack, an extra crystal will be added, and when all 7 crystals are lighted up, you will be forced into Damien's B2 42 straight away. So I think to understand the Damien fight, the most important thing is to actually understand what causes you to have an extra additional stack. So for example, now the dive attack, if you get hit by the dive attack, it gives you 1 extra stack. If you get hit by its knockback attack, it also gets you 1 extra stack. And every 30 seconds in body 1, you will automatically be given 1 stack. So avoid the dive, avoid the knockback as much as possible, and try and clear your stacks at 3 out of 7 or 4 out of 7. Now, I am the fucktard this time round because I'm not familiar with the fight. I'm 6 out of 7 now, the timer is counting down. I'll be dead in 1 second. Now, look what happens when I respawn. When I respawn, you will see 2 swords. Actually, you already can see 2 swords. 2 swords, and the crystal is lighted up. The only other things to note in the Damien fight will be the blue color floating orbs. If you see it above you, be prepared, it's gonna have a claw coming down in an arc. If you get hit by it, you have to play a mini game. You need to press the up, down, left, right in the correct sequence, otherwise you'll be stuck there. Okay, the other thing is the fire. Notice that the fire on the floor pulses every 2 seconds. Alright? If you walk through the fire in between the 2 seconds, if you demon strike across or you just jump across, you will not take any damage. So the key attack or the key strategy that I use for this fight is really to shield chase. If you notice, he likes to jump around a lot, he likes to teleport around the map a lot. So shield chasing allows you to first, number 1, deal damage to him even when he's in the air. Number 2, it allows you to track him, because half the time I don't know where he's going until I see my shield chasing fly somewhere, then I know he's on the left side or on the right side, so on and so forth. So shield chasing is really very important in this fight. Another important skill to note is Blood Feast. Always try to charge your Blood Feast whenever possible, because he tends to disappear a lot, he tends to fly up into the air a lot, and during that time when your shield chasing is DPSing him, you can actually charge up your Blood Feast. The damage from Blood Feast is actually pretty significant. When I max my Blood Feast, even when I don't charge it up, I just press and let go. Per line, I think it has about 200M to 300M, and if I charge it up, it has 12 lines of like 400-500M. So it is a really significant damage boost, and furthermore, you can use it while you are pressing other skills. So it is not as if you are losing DPS time while you are charging. You just literally press and hold and wait for it to charge up. Now, as you can see, I am not very familiar with using Blood Feast yet because I literally just maxed it 1 minute before I entered Damien. Even I myself was pretty shocked when I first saw the damage, because it was much higher than I thought, and I would like to take back what I said in the Lotus video. Blood Feast is actually a pretty decent skill and is very useful, especially in the Damien fight. Lastly, most of the time Damien is like teleporting, disappearing, going up into the air, so on and so forth, so it's actually pretty hard to find a good timing to bind him. I generally would suggest binding him after he does something. So in general, like after he comes down from a dive, or after he comes down from the fireball, or after he does the knockback, so on and so forth. So after he appears, then you bind. Otherwise, sometimes you might bind him and then he just disappears. An observation that I made is that when he finishes his knockback or dive attack, there's still a slight delay before his damage actually registers. As you can see, I get knocked back after he disappears. So wait for your shield chasing to start doing damage before going in. Otherwise, you will get a free stack on your head for no reason. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward it to another time where I myself am the fucktard who doesn't clear his stack, and I'm gonna die again. So you will see that once again there will be 2 swords spawning, and now the 2 crystals in the notification box has lighted up. Once Damien's HP bar reaches the same line as your death count box, that is when he'll go into his body 2. Now body 2, there are quite a few things to note. Mainly, the time between his stacking is much faster now. Instead of every 30 seconds in body 1, it's now every 20 seconds in body 2. The dive attack is now 1-hit KO, so do not even go near to where he's going to land, because as I mentioned, there's a delay, so you might still get killed. And lastly, there's a blue orb following you. When you are inside that blue orb, you are only dealing 10% damage, and your healing skills will only heal for 10% as well. A bit like the Magnus situation, when you are inside his aura and outside his aura. So the strategy for Damien body 2 is actually pretty similar. I think the most important thing is to clear your stacks ASAP, and make sure you take note of the blue orbs. The blue orbs will always follow you, and it's going to be super irritating, because a lot of times I actually didn't notice that I'm dealing reduced damage. So after I bind, as you can see, I just stand inside the blue like an idiot, DPSing like cock. So yeah, don't do that. Furthermore, because we always use shield chasing, and if we are in the blue orb, our shield chasing cannot even do its damage while we are trying to like do other things. So try your best to not stand inside the blue orb as much as possible. So Damien in body 2 has 2 types of dashing skills. One is the knockback, and the other one is this, the one that has the blue lines remaining on the screen. So if you stand at the position where the blue line is, you will get killed straight away. So here's an example of him doing his knockback dash instead of the 1-hit KO dash. So same thing for his knockback dash, it gives you a stigma stack. So for this particular knockback skill, I actually have mixed opinions about it. Most people actually try to dodge it with the double jump, because this skill gives you a stigma stack. However, as I progress through body 2, I realized that this knockback is actually pretty useful. Once again, don't stand inside the blue orb like a god, like me. Okay, anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so the knockback, I personally do not intend to dodge it anymore, because I realized that there's no point trying to anticipate or trying to double jump to dodge it, because at the end of the day, one stigma stack, I'm going to, since there's no more homing sword that's flying around, I am able to clear my stigma stacks as and when I want. And the knockback effect is actually very useful in getting me out of the blue orbs and to him, because essentially when he does the knockback, he pushes me to him and it gets me out of the blue orb, so I'm able to deal damage more effectively after he knocks me out of the blue orb. And as you can see, there are now 2 blue orbs instead of 1, and later in the fight there's actually 3 blue orbs. So when there's 3 blue orbs following you around, that knockback is actually very useful in getting you out of those blue orbs and to him to deal damage. Damien also has a new skill in Body 2 where he binds you and you need to spam left right to wriggle out of the bind, and while you are binded, he's actually channeling his 1-hit KO spell. So there's actually a timer there. You need to actually deal damage to him to stop his channeling. If you don't deal damage before the timer ends, the whole party will get killed. Okay, so spam your shield chasing as much as possible and you will be fine. As you can see, I didn't even do anything. My random shield chasing just managed to break him out of his channeling, and somehow I managed to survive. I only knew that I would die later when I actually didn't break his channeling spell, even though I wriggled out. So yeah, you'll see later how I die. So the rest of the fight is actually pretty repetitive. I'm just going to be shield chasing, charging on my Blood Feast, clearing my Stigma stacks ASAP, and just try not to stay in the blue orbs. That's basically it. I feel that Damien is actually way easier than Lotus. Lotus to me is just a crazy RNG shitfest. It's such a clown fiesta that it's just so tilting to try and solo it, because you have the damage, you have the skills, but you can just die to bad RNG. A little bit similar to Hardmech. Whereas Damien, to a certain extent, once you get used to it, you actually just need to do the same things over and over again, and a lot of things are under your control. So in summary, for Damien Body 1, if you have the chance to clear your stacks, just clear, because chances are pretty rare, because there will be homing swords chasing after you every few seconds. So can clear stack, just clear. And also avoid the knockback and the dive skill, because it gives you 1 Stigma stack. And a very important point to note is that the knockback skill and the dive skill actually has a skill delay. So let your shield chasing do the work. Alright, let your shield chasing do the work. When he does those 2 skills, you just wait until your shield chasing actually deals damage. Then you know, okay, it's safe to go near. Otherwise, once he casts the skill, you go near, you will still get knocked back, and you will still get a Stigma stack. Okay, so shield chase, Blood Feast, charge it up as much as you can, and just execute. For Damien Body 2, same thing. Can clear stack, just clear, and avoid all the big ass blue orbs that are following you, because they reduce your damage by 90% and they reduce your healing by 90% as well. So try to get out of the blue orbs. One way that I find really useful in getting out of the blue orbs is to actually get hit by his charging attack, because once he charges you, even though you gain a Stigma stack, you get knocked out of the blue orbs and towards him very quickly, and that is, to me, very efficient. Here is where I die to the AoE map wide route, because I could not clear his channeling spell fast enough and I just died. Okay, anyway, for this fight you don't really have to bring your Demon Frenzy in, because I don't really think you have an opportunity. In Body 1, maybe Body 1 can use a little bit, but for Body 2 with this blue orbs chasing after you, there is really no point using Demon Frenzy. So yep, that's basically it. I know a lot of you have been requesting for an equipment video. I might do it in the near future, but my gear is nowhere near the top level. Mine is probably just above average. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below whether is there any questions you would like to ask, or what kind of content you would like to see. Once again, I apologize for this sloppy run, because I've been banned for 1 week and this is literally the moment I got unbanned. I just came in to try CC look. So yeah, hope you learned something from this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ban players, don't ban hackers, don't compensate, because it's Asiasoft.